friends, happy Thursday. This week we've been practicing some sight words that are some of our new sight words for the second 9 weeks. And one of the words that we're going to work on today is the word on. We worked on this word a little bit last week. This is the word on. On is spelled with 2 letters, O-N. Now parents, before I begin this writing lesson, I want to talk to you first about something that is called invented spelling. Now that is when we are going to spell words by the sounds that we hear. And what we try to do in writing is to teach children to become independent writers. And right now, they're not yet. Right now, they're writing with me, but I will begin to pull away the support the better that they get at it. So we're going to use some invented spelling today. Okay, so I'm going to show you what we're going to do today when we have a word that we don't know how to spell and it's not anywhere in our room where we can look. Okay, boys and girls, so what we're going to write today is we're going to write about things that we like to eat on Thanksgiving. So this word in the middle right here is the word Thanksgiving. We used that word last week. No, I'm sorry, we did not. We used the word thankful last week. This is the word Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving. Now these are some things that I like to eat on Thanksgiving. I like to eat something that begins with the letter T, and it is turkey. I also like to eat something that begins with a D, and it is dressing. I like to eat dressing on Thanksgiving. I like to eat something that begins with a C, and it is corn. I like to eat corn on Thanksgiving. I also like to eat something that has 2 words, and both of these words begin with a P. This is what I like to eat for dessert. I like to eat pumpkin pie on Thanksgiving. So what we're going to do today is we're going to choose one of these. Now you do not have to choose the same one that I choose. You can choose whichever one you like. If you want to choose something different that's not on my writer's web, Mom or Dad can help you spell it, okay? So the sentence that we're going to write today is I like to eat, and we're going to choose something from our writer's web on Thanksgiving, okay? I like to eat blank on Thanksgiving, and we're going to choose one of these for a word that's in the middle of our sentence today. Okay, I'm going to choose turkey today. This is the one I'm going to choose today. I'm going to choose to write that I like to eat turkey. Okay, so we're going to think about that sentence. I like to eat turkey on Thanksgiving. Now, there are lots of sight words in that sentence that we've already learned. If you're in my class, then our words are hanging on our word wall in the back of our room where we can turn around and look to see how to spell them. If you're at home, you have your little flashcards from your resource kit that you can look at to spell these words if you can't remember how to spell them. But we're going to begin with the word I, and that word is going to have a capital letter because it's our very first word that we're going to write. So I'm going to go all the way to the beginning of my line, and I'm going to write the word I. And then I'm going to think about the sentence I'm writing. I like to eat turkey on Thanksgiving. And I'm going to go back and read. I'm going to touch the word I, and I'm going to go back and read. I like. Now that's one of our sight words that we've already learned. So it's hanging on my word wall if you are at school. It's in your resource kit if you are at home. So you're going to put 2 finger spaces after I, and you're going to write the word like. And it is okay to look at that word because it's in our room or it's in your kit. So it's okay to look at it until you learn how to spell it without looking. Now we're going to go back and read to see which word comes next. I like to. That is a sight word that we've already learned to read that's hanging on our word wall or in your resource kit. So let's look at it. Let's put 2 fingers down. Do not cover up the E. And let's write the word to. Okay, go back and read, touch your words to see which word comes next. I like to eat. All right, friends, eat is not on our writer's web. It's not on our word wall. it's nowhere in the room. So when we have a word that we want to write and it is nowhere for us to look at, we have to do something called listening to the sounds. And this week, we have been practicing hearing beginning sounds and ending sounds. And if you're in my class, we've been using our arm to do this. So we might say, if we want to hear the sounds in mop, we're going to say mop. And we hear and p. We're going to do the same thing with the word we want to write. The word we want to write is I like to eat. So we're going to hold out our arm and we're going to listen to the sounds that we hear in eat. All right, let's listen as we say the sounds. E, eat. E, eat. And I heard an E here. So I'm going to put my two fingers down and I'm going to write E. And I heard eat. I heard a T here. So I'm going to put a T at the end. Now, Mom and Dad, that's all we've learned how to do yet, is to hear first sounds and last sounds. So the A that is in the middle, your children cannot hear, so we're not going to write that part because we're listening for sounds that we can hear to help them gain independence in writing. Okay, there's our word eat. We're going to go back to the beginning of our sentence and we're going to read. I like to eat turkey. Now, turkey is on my web, so I can look at the word that begins with a T. I can put my two fingers down and I can write turkey. Okay, now I'm going to go back and read to see which word comes next. I like to eat turkey on. There's my new sight word that I'm working on. There is the word on. So I'm going to put two fingers down and I'm going to write on. Okay? Then I'm going to go back and read to see which word comes next. I like to eat turkey on Thanksgiving. Now, Thanksgiving is on my web too because that's what I'm writing about. The word that's in the middle is what I'm writing about. I'm writing about Thanksgiving and things I like to eat. So I'm going to put two finger space and I'm going to write Thanksgiving. Now that is a long word. I'm going to make mine fit because I don't have enough room to go to the next line. But boys and girls, you'll probably need to go to line 2 to write this word. So I'm going to write very small and make it fit so that you can see. But you can always go to the next line. Woo, there we go. Okay, so now we're going to go back and read to see which word comes next, or if another word comes next. Let's go back and read. I like to eat turkey on Thanksgiving. What goes at the end of your sentence? A period. Very good job. Now, friends, I want you to try to write this sentence for me. Mom and Dad, you're probably going to need 2 lines on your paper, so go ahead and draw 2 lines at the bottom, and then when you get finished, you can draw a picture at the top of you eating the food that you enjoy eating on Thanksgiving. All right, do a great job and make your words sit down on the lines.